Hi there. Today we're going to be talking about 4 mental habits that are unobviously and slowly draining your energy over time, and how you can eliminate those energy leaks from your life in order to preserve your resources and put them into something meaningful, into something that will help you build a more fulfilled and satisfying life. My name is Alina, and on my channel I'm sharing my journey towards finding balance in life and sharing my discoveries in such topics as human psychology, self-mastery, self-development. If the idea of getting better through self-exploration is close to you, I invite you to courageously hit the subscribe button and join my journey. I decided to split my idea of 8 mental habits that are draining your energy into 2 videos because I think it's easier to contemplate and easier to go in depth into each of the habits and into consequences and, of course, solutions to each of them. The first habit that frequently gets overlooked is "if only then I'll be happy" syndrome. So you're constantly postponing your good feelings, your well-being for the future when some external event will happen, such as promotion, losing specific amount of weight, losing specific amount of kilograms, or gaining specific title, finishing your education process, etc. It really creates a lot of pressure and this feeling that it's never enough. Whatever you do, it's never enough, because there is that one thing that you need to achieve, just that one thing that you need to obtain in order to feel good. So the solution for this habit would be to move your focus from what will be, what do you need to get in order to feel good, to what you already have. What is a tiny small thing that makes you happy? If you pay close attention, you'll notice that there are many of them throughout the whole day that impact your well-being and make you feel good. Another strategy for dealing with this habit would be to try to detach your self-worth from achievements and understand that you are already enough. Your self-worth is unconditional and inherent. It doesn't have to be tied to any achievements, to any external events that might happen or not happen. No matter what you do, you cannot not be enough. The second habit that is like a big energy draining machine is digital hoarding and mental clutter. All of us probably can relate to the situation when you are opening your phone or opening your tablet and you have a bunch of saved posts of articles, links, etc. that you never went through. Personally, I constantly do that, especially like with music that I shazammed or with screenshots that I've made, and then I realize, wow, they are taking so much space. What am I supposed to do with all of this now? It's like an app that constantly runs on the background, and a lot of that weight falls on our brain, because even if it might seem like you are not actually using your energy for that, your brain constantly keeps all of those things in mind because you, by saving them, mark them as relevant to you. And it's like a constant noise that can actually distract you from what's important, from your intentions, from your plans, from your big dreams that you have for this life. One of the solutions for this habit would be to schedule once per month use it or lose it review, in which you'll review all the saved posts, links, whatever you've hoarded for the past month, and ask yourself, what is actually necessary for me from all this? Did I return to any of this? And if you didn't look at it during this whole month, automatically delete it. The second strategy for breaking this mental habit would be, whenever you want to save something for later, classify it by actuality or reference. So if it is something actual for you right now, something that you need for your daily life, something very useful to you, implement it immediately into your daily life, into your work, if it's about that, into your health routine, whatever it is. And if it's for future reference, challenge its necessity. Ask it, what is the actual chance that I'll return to that article, to that post, to that link, to that music, whatever it is. The third harmful mental habit that actually has a lot of impact on your life and takes away your precious resources is taking things personally. It becomes a habit that drains your energy, because even in the situation that is not up to you, that is out of your control, you might think that it's because of you. It leads you to continuous self-monitoring process that is super ultra exhausting. Like, the example of such situation could be when you are on the road taking a turn and some other driver cuts you off, and you might think, yeah, it's definitely because they wanted to hurt me, or that it's because of me. But actually, no, it's not because of you. Taking things personally harms your self-esteem. Your sense of self becomes unstable and very much dependent on what's happening on the outside world. And you don't want it, because when turbulent times come, first of all, it will lead to higher emotional reactivity. So your reaction will be much bigger and much more emotional to normal things than it would be otherwise if you didn't assume that it was related to you. And also, if you have a negative concept of self, like you think that others think of you negatively and things happen, and things are mostly happening because of your negative traits, it might additionally impact you and support this negative concept of self. I encountered such situations. Even right now, I'm shooting this video in the public place and I just heard some people laughing. And because I'm not very confident in shooting something like on the outside, it's not like I've been doing it for so long. My first thought was that they're laughing because of me, because I'm sitting here and that they're looking at me. But realistically, if I look at it from the side and from the position of an observer, the chances that it is actually so are very, very small. One of the strategies that will help you deal with this habit can be develop non-self-attribution mantra. It could be a phrase that would support you in a time when you perceive something as a personal attack or something that is personally related to you, when you know that situation is objectively not like that. It could be, it's not related to me, it's related to their story, if it's about some other person's specific action. It could be something, I cannot read minds, I don't know what it is about. Or it can be, what are the chances that it's actually about me? Others, people, actions and words are saying about their life stories and about their lives, and they're nothing about me. It can be any supportive phrase that you find helpful, that you would like your friend to say if you were with him or with her in this situation. Another strategy of dealing with this habit could be asking yourself a question: how would the stranger interpret the situation? It allows you to take a step back and to observe the situation as if it was not happening with you, as if you were kind of like the third party observing the events. It will help you a little bit detach from the situation and from your emotion and regain your sense of calm and peace. In case if it is a situation in which there is a part that is under your control, it's helpful for me to think about, is there a lesson that I can learn from the situation that I will be able to apply in the next similar cases? And if yes, I can deeply contemplate and reflect on those lessons I've learned instead of engaging in counterproductive self-guilt and self-blaming behaviors. The fourth and final mental habit I want to talk about today is spending too much energy on small decisions. Probably it's familiar to all of us. You're thinking about where to eat, what to wear today, which tram to take, which route to take when you are going to work, because you know many of them. And it's all incredibly exhausting and incredibly demanding, despite the fact that it's like small things, but over the whole day they compound. It was proven that on average we're taking about 35,000 decisions per day. And there is a concept of decision fatigue, where with every following decision you are uncharging your mental battery, even if it's something trivial. It doesn't matter whether it's a decision of your whole life or whether it's a small, teeny, tiny decision about what you're gonna eat or which coffee to take today or what to choose. And our culture made everything possible to take advantage of it, because when we are going in the store through the long lines of products, it's much easier for us when we are exhausted to take some Kit Kat or Kinder Bueno on casa. Personally, I noticed such things. There are multiple strategies of dealing with such habit. First and foremost, decrease the amount of decisions that you are making per day. You can do it by automatizing them and delegating them to preset rules or habits. For instance, you know what you are taking for lunch every Wednesday, or you know when you are training, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or you have in your gallery the whole folder with the photos of 30 variants of different outfits, and you're just choosing out of them and not coming up with anything new. The second strategy of dealing with this habit would be to make most important decisions in the first part of the day. It will optimize the process of decision making, because in the beginning of the day you have the most power, you have the most emotional resources to make good decisions that you likely won't regret in the future. And the third strategy of dealing with this habit would be create systems around which it's easy to make your decisions. For instance, which type of food do you generally prefer? Which type of clothes do you generally wear? It will help you preserve your precious energy for something better and more cognitively demanding that will actually increase your satisfaction from life, decrease your decision fatigue and the feeling of exhaustion and like somebody just milked you and squeezed all of the power out of you. If this video was helpful to you, you can hit the subscribe button and in this way notify me that I'm making a difference in this world. Which history do you have with the 4 mental habits that I've mentioned today? Did you notice how they impact your life? Did you succumb to them? It would be incredibly interesting for me to read. And thank you for watching this video till the end. See you in the next videos.